Hey everybody, it's Ed. I found something I thought was kind of interesting, so I thought I would share it with everybody. And I think it shows the testament and the power of the magnetism of Elvis Presley concerts and how difficult it was to obtain tickets for his concerts when tours were announced. So, what I'm talking about is I was going through a box of miscellaneous newspapers and other assorted things from back in the day that my parents had collected. And as I was going through them, I came across this and I was like, what is this? So I pulled it out and I looked at it and I realized that it is kind of like an advertisement pamphlet, brochure, booklet from the Hartford Civic Center Super Summer of 1976 of our country's bicentennial year, 200th anniversary. Now, this was for July and August of 1976. Elvis played the Hartford Civic Center on July 28th, 1976. Of course, we were there. So, I don't know where my parents got this from. Maybe they got it at the Civic Center when we were at the show. I'm not exactly sure. But it's a pamphlet, like I said, and it has some things. But here's where they talk about Elvis. Of course, it says the king, and it has a crown. Just to give you an idea. So again, very a lot of patriotic symbolism back in 1976 due to it being the 200th anniversary of the United States of America. I do remember that. It was 7 years old. And I do remember it being a very big deal. They had special quarters that were made, bicentennial quarters for 1976. All right, but I want to read to you what this says because I found this really, really interesting, and I'm hoping you will as well. All right, so in here, it says, the king. Hey, come on. I know you guys are telling everybody you're sold out, but all I want is 2 tickets. How about it? Anyone connected with the Civic Center must be getting tired of responding negatively to this question. I know I am. Elvis Presley is coming. What else is there to say? His fans are legion. His concerts are legend. The mere mention of his name seems to spawn hyperbole. But when he comes to town, everybody wants to see him. Not since the Civic Center opened has it witnessed such a frenzy for tickets. When it was announced that Elvis Presley would be appearing here for a concert on July 28th, fans began converging from as far away as New Jersey. Some waited in line for nearly 2 days, and by the time the tickets went on sale at 10 a.m., June 18th, the throng stretched 3 abreast for 4 blocks. Even though a limit of 10 tickets per customer was imposed, the show was completely sold out by 4:30 that afternoon. This is before internet. This was before, I don't even know if really Ticketron was available back then. It might have been, not exactly sure. Definitely, Telemaster, all those things. Well, I don't even know if they're around anymore. But none of in order to get tickets, you had to stand in line. So when they went on sale at 10 a.m. on June 18th, they were sold out by 4:30 that afternoon. All right, so then it continues. And why not? Stars may come and stars may go, but Elvis just shines on. Ever since first bursting onto the scene in 1955, he's been pop's top gun. Today, 21 years, 31 movies, and 52 record albums later, Elvis Presley is hotter than ever. Perhaps it was all summed up best by a female fan who, when asked why she had waited over 11 hours to purchase tickets, replied, quote, because he's the best entertainer in the world. When he comes out on stage, you can feel a kind of electricity in the room. Why, I'd rather see Elvis live in concert than... Suddenly she stopped. After a moment's silence, she looked up at her questioner and cooed suggestively, never mind. Now that's entertainment. Then it says, ticket holders should be aware that Park and Ride will be in service for the Elvis Presley concert. So, very flattering, great write-up for Elvis in 1976, when unfortunately his album sales were not very good. But no matter where he went, he sold out. And when he sold out, he always gave his best. And 99.9% of the time, delivered a top-notch show. All right. Unfortunately, there were those exceptions, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? These things do happen. All right. Yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think if you would like. I appreciate you watching. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Take care, everybody.